Hello and welcome to OTC. I'm your host, Buddy1927. In the last episode, we were talking about light tanks, and we're going to continue the discussion on the different types of tanks in World of Tanks. Episode 5, we are talking about medium tanks. Medium tanks are reasonably agile, multi-purpose tanks which are able to take on many roles such as scouts, support, or even frontline tanks. Medium tanks are extremely varied in the designs and capabilities. The heaviest medium tank weighs in at roughly 67 tons. The thickest armor on a medium tank is up to 177 millimeters on the front hull, or up to 240 millimeters on the turret. The fastest medium tank can reach speeds up to 70 kilometers per hour. Medium tanks can also equip quite powerful weapons but usually less powerful than heavy tanks, tank destroyers, and SPGs. At the higher tiers, excluding tier 10s, a majority of medium tanks will have to resort to either flanking tactics or weak spot shooting to damage most heavies and TDs. While the majority of the medium tanks are effective due to their speed and maneuverability, some medium tanks are designed for more of a supporting role. These medium tanks may lack the speed and mobility of their counterparts, but instead they load a better armor and weapons and provide an effective mobile firing support platform. Medium tanks are effective scouts when light tanks are unavailable, and excel at destroying enemy scouts, particularly light tanks. The larger size of the medium tanks is its weakness. Its role as a scout when compared to light tanks. However, they are still generally mobile enough to exploit the weakness of the enemy's defense and have the opportunity to locate and destroy the enemy arty. That same mobility provides medium tanks an excellent ability to relocate, either to flank the enemy forces already engaged or move to support a weak front needing extra firepower. Medium tanks in a supporting role usually hang back behind the friendly heavy tanks or flank the opposing tanks, forcing the enemy to show weak spots and to either the medium tank itself or to the main force. Two medium tanks working together can use this to great advantage against a single heavy tank, with one tank hiding in cover, drawing the enemy tank fire and attention, while the second medium engages the tank's flank. If forced to engage a heavy tank on its own, a medium tank can either circle an enemy tank if it moves faster than the target's turn, or make use of the cover and spot that target for the friendly arty. Overall, they are very important to the team's fighting force and should not be underestimated. In conclusion, medium tanks are incredibly varied in its armor, speed, and firepower. Tailor your strategy to individual tank models, and you will find yourself taking on different roles from scouting, support, or even fronting on the front lines. So let's see what a medium tank can do. Okay, as you can see, we're in a Type 58 Chinese medium tank. The driver of this tank is actually CW from the NAFTA clan, and he showed me this clip, and it is a good example of how to use a medium tank in battle, especially in poke matches. As you can see, the mobility of the tank climbing up the hill pretty quickly, and then using the terrain as cover so the enemy does not know where he's at yet. As you can see on the mini map, The object of what he's trying to do is actually flank the enemy. As you can see, he's actually coming up on the flank and almost the rear of the enemy forces. And as you can also see, he's using the terrain as cover. Does damage. Sometimes you miss, but it also makes that tank, okay, where did that shot come from?
Enemy armor is damaged.
Repositions, take another shot, and boom, he does damage. As thinks he's been spotted, he needs to move, because you gotta realize that Artie is out there too, and Artie's job is to take out people like what CW is doing to the enemy forces, and it's actually weakening them. Now he's taking on KV1. He misses, ricochets on these shots, but one thing that you gotta realize as you watch this as you watch this KV do, it actually stops, tries to figure out what to do. Do I go? Where's the shot coming from? Look at the barrel. Now you can see him switching armor from the AP round to the HE round, and now you can see the damage. He's doing critical hits, but he's doing some damage too. And he's not paying attention to CW. He's now tracked him. He's paying attention to the main force, so CW can keep him tracked while the main force knocks him out. There's a bigger threat. That TD is a bigger threat to the enemy, to the clan. And there's one tank trying to take him out, but he turns around and runs, and he continues his focus on the other tanks and does an excellent job of trying to keep those tanks away. Okay, he knows he's been spotted. Takes out that one tank. Now he's going to relocate, and he's actually going to use terrain again, concealing him from where so the enemy does not see him move actually behind them now. And I think I think the enemy needs a campfire, so he's going to set that tank on fire so they can keep warm. And as you can see, he's moving around. He has that TD rear. There's the other one. That's one shotable. He takes that out. And he continues and takes out the Hetzer. Comes up from behind now, still using terrain as cover. He's going to try to find and get around the other side where the enemy's at. So far he has 4 kills and has done 1,601 damage. This is the role of the medium, to do the damage and distract the enemy and get behind and take out the Artie. And you'll see here in a second what he does. As you can see, Artie has no idea he's behind him. Takes one shot, almost one-shots him, takes him down, takes the other shot, knocks out the Artie. That was kill number 5 for him. And as you can see, he continues to go through the battlefield looking for the enemies and try and get a flank shot where he can. He has a flank shot on that TD. Shoots, does damage, waits for the reload, and takes him out. Now, there was one TD that realized what's going on, and he's actually waiting for him around the corner. And as you can see, he's actually using terrain to block the shot and also get the enemy to actually shoot so he can come around the corner and take him out. That's a good example of how to use the terrain so your enemy shoots the terrain and not you. Now there's one tank left, and CW will go find him. What I'd like to do is thank CW for letting me use this clip. As you see CW finishing him off, watching him finish him off, I'd like to remind you our episode number 6 is going to be on heavy tanks. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube, and when you get a chance, come back and review these at your leisure. Have a good day.